Hi, and welcome to week 2. I hope week 1 went well and that you're getting used to navigating the modules, using Illustrator. As always, feel free to reach out at any point if something doesn't make sense. So, week 2 is jam-packed, and like I said, due dates on Wednesday and due dates on Sunday. That's how it's always going to be throughout the week. So you want to start at your module here, clicking modules on the side. You can always click the arrows next to the week if you want to minimize them so it's not all in your way. And then just like I said last week, you can click on Start and just go through all of these. Now, we're going to be discussing a lot in this module. So we're going to talk about how we use layers, how we actually can draw things, coloring, all of that. You'll have your first blog post due by Wednesday about the pen tool. I have a video in the modules, but the pen tool is something that's going to be with you in design no matter what program you're in. It does take getting used to. I'm not going to lie, it's a little frustrating at first, but I use it all of the time now. If I'm going to create a logo, pen tool. If I'm going to try to design something from scratch, pen tool. I mean, if you're not dealing with photography and you're dealing in Illustrator, we can use base shapes, but they can only go so far. So we use the pen tool. Playing this game is kind of just a fun way to get used to it, so I'd highly recommend. Then we're going to go into Project 2, designing a t-shirt. So you don't need to actually draw the shirt. I don't need you to bring in a template of a shirt. You're just drawing the design for the t-shirt, knowing that it's going to be on a t-shirt. So I've got some tips on how to create t-shirt designs, and you're going to choose one of the Sisters of Mercy critical concerns for your ideas. So do some research, think about which one interests you most and what you'd like to work on. You can only pick one. You're trying to bring awareness. So think about how you can effectively communicate your ideas on a shirt, okay? You may not copy or trace icons that already exist. This should be unique and represent something that is interesting to you. In design, when we're creating stuff, especially when you have creative freedom, you want to make something that you'd want to wear, right? If you don't want to wear it, probably other people won't as well. This is due Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. You'll notice there are some pretty particular specs here. You need to use an 8.5 by 11 artboard and CMYK, 2 colors only, okay? We will be updating this so that you can add more colors, but I want you to start off as basic as possible. It's a challenge, and it's how can I get my ideas with just 2 colors? It is very, very difficult, and sometimes you might have to sacrifice a little bit of detail to keep the 2 colors. That being said, I've seen projects with great amount of detail and they just use their colors wisely, okay? So you are limited to 2 colors. Use paths and shapes and pen tool, no text for this, okay? So, some inspiration, due Wednesday. Then you have a discussion critique. You'll want to post, when you go to submit in the gradebook your project, just post your project in the discussion board at the same time, okay? So just put an image of your t-shirt, your self-critique, and any questions, comments that you'd like your classmates to help out with. I've been working on this, I can't seem to get the shape right, any ideas, something like that. Then between Wednesday and Sunday, you're going to want to provide feedback and give a critique to your classmates' posts. You're going to want to talk about what's working well, what could be improved, and then most importantly, why and how, okay? I don't want to just see, this looks great. What's great about it? Give details, okay? So I will be grading your project in the gradebook, and this is a chance for you to get some class feedback and discussion going. Then, at the end of the week, due Sunday, you have a second blog post just discussing your progression through the project. And then you have the final kind of version, revised version of your project. So you can look at the discussion board feedback, what I'm going to post in the grade book, remember the theme, and you're going to revise your project. Now you can use up to 4 colors. So thinking about different color schemes, you'll have a chance to really kind of re-look at the shapes that you've made, clean them up, maybe, make the changes that any classmates talk about, and then you will submit on Sunday. Okay? So we get to be creative this week. We get to really start using the tools in Illustrator. It's an exciting week. I hope you enjoy, and let me know if you have any questions.